Hey guys, it's Annie, your psychic limitless mindset manifestation coach. Guys, in this video, I'm going to be telling you how to tap into your divine feminine energy. Now, men, you're probably wondering, oh, this video is just for women, but not necessarily. If you listen to this video, you'll be able to identify who is in the divine feminine energy and who isn't. So it will help you navigate through when you're selecting partners or in a relationship, but it'll help you. It'll definitely help you. So let's begin. So this week is so special, guys, so special, because it's all about how a divine feminine goddess destroyed evil. Now, it was actually a buffalo demon, but I don't want to scare you guys, but just call it an evil soul. Now, the reason why she destroyed that evil is because that evil asked for a boon of grant me the power, but make sure no man can destroy me. So it was granted that boon, it was granted that power. Now, what he didn't realize is that there will be a divine feminine energy that will ultimately destroy him. Yeah, that's why this divine feminine energy was born. That was the reason for it. But what we can take away from it when it comes to our own divine feminine energy is the form of energies that she took to ultimately lead to the destruction of this evil, but also represents what divine feminine energy is. So whether it's beauty, courage, strength, nurturing, protectiveness, righteousness, those are different forms of energy that we can take and we can put within our energy field. So what divine feminine goddess energy is not is manipulation, narcissist behavior, control, or the need to bend someone's free will. That is not called divine feminine energy. That's not, no. So try to stay away from those kind of traits. If that's something that you want to improve on, great. But that is not embodying your divine feminine energy. So my grandma's always told me, when you fully embody yourself within the divine feminine energy, the energy exchanges that you have with people, you will naturally radiate out love, wisdom, courage, strength, the need to protect, the need to nurture. You'll just naturally radiate it out. But you're probably wondering, why do this? Why get behind this? Well, if we know that manifestations is ultimately granted by the universe, right? One of the contributing factors towards that is your bag of good karma. So any energy exchanges that you have with people on a good note, you're ultimately filling up your bag with good karma. So what do you feel the probability is going to be for your desires to be fulfilled? It's going to be a high chance, right? So really understand the importance of why we need to step into our divine feminine energy and what it's really used for and how it's going to really benefit us too in the long term. Now, relationships, that's a very interesting one, because when we have feminine energy and we have masculine energy, when the feminine energy is stepping into more so of the masculine energy, right? The masculine energy is like, whoa, hold on, what's going on here? Like, why am I even here if you're going to step into this energy and you're going to do what you're going to do? Like, why? So there has to be a balance between the feminine and the masculine energy. So what that means is you both will have an equal amount of strength, courage, wisdom, love. But as soon as one starts dipping into the other, it starts causing more of a crash. So think of it as like crash waves. It's not going smooth. It's just crashing. So they're crashing into each other's energies. So that can cause conflict. Now, I had a scenario of when a client came to me and she goes to me, Annie, I'm constantly fighting with my partner. We're constantly arguing. I don't know what's going on. And I said, well, hang on. You're both being domineering. You're both domineering. So how is that going to work? Why does he feel like the need to be domineering? And why are you becoming so domineering? You're not stepped into your divine feminine energy, because that's not what it's about. You don't need to control. You don't need to dominate. So really work behind what your self-concept and what it really truly is, whether it's insecurities, whether it's you have a fear factor, whatever it may be, that needs to be worked on an individual basis. And some, psychically, sometimes it just comes out in terms of validations of what we can see energetically. But validating those key points helps the person to really understand and develop themselves on a spiritual level, professional, and also personal. So it's a good investment to make. So if the two energies are domineering, they both need some sort of inner work. Right? It's not going to work like that. Like, take for me, for example, right? So I've stepped into such a divine feminine energy. Yeah. But if it came to a partner, it's about balancing the two. So allowing the masculine to remain in his masculine energy. Yeah. So divine feminine energy will always give that support, always give that encouragement, always be that uplift to the masculine. So it's like when the masculine's 80%, the divine feminine energy has to pick up 20%. So when the divine feminine energy is at 50%, the masculine has to pick up at 50%. So you're both working in harmony in terms of your energy. That's how it should be. So let me ask you a question. When you've seen couples or married couples, right? Have you ever picked up on the energy that one is domineering over the other? Do you ever have that sense? Oh, you know, it's funny because my brother picks it up all the time. He's like, well, you know, she's wearing the pants in that relationship, or you know, he's domineering, or you know, she's you just instantly know, don't you, from the energy. So when you really fully embody into your divine feminine energy, there's going to naturally be a balance between you two. Do you understand where I'm going with this, guys? I hope you do, right? Because divine feminine energy does not radiate out control, insecurities, manipulation, bending free will. I mean, that's not a great relationship to be in, right, guys? Or sometimes you'll see a married couple or couple and you look at their energy together and you're like, wow, such a nice blend, such a nice balance. She stepped into her divine feminine energy, he's into his masculine, and they both complement each other. Yeah, wow. So what we're finding now in particular is that the masculine energy perhaps has a lot of feminine energy. But why? If we look at the feminine energy, has that feminine energy really stepped into a divine feminine energy? Is she really fully stepped into that? Because if she was, the masculine wouldn't have the need to dip into the feminine energy. So when we're talking about divine feminine energy and feminine energy, there's a complete difference. And it's like I highlighted earlier on into the video. The feminine energy, if the feminine energy is controlling, domineering, manipulative, having to hold a lot of masculine energy, then that's some inner work to be done there. Because the masculine energy, well, obviously we'll get very defensive, but if there's something lacking within the feminine energy, the masculine energy is going to dip in to get that energy. So the whole energy is just really messed up, guys, from what I always see, particularly around the love and relationships area. Yeah. Again, two people cannot be domineering in a relationship. Why? Why are they domineering? Why does the feminine energy feel like the need to domineer? Are you feminine energy or are you divine feminine energy? There's a difference. There's a difference, guys. There's a complete difference between the two. So really get behind stepping into your divine feminine energy, guys. Really get behind it. Remember, just as a recap, it doesn't involve being domineering, controlling, selfish, the need to bend someone's free will. It doesn't involve that. That is not divine feminine energy. That may be feminine energy, but not the divine feminine energy. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Again, if you've got any questions or anything else that you want me to cover, drop them below. You can also check out my website, which is www.manifestwithamedium.com.